Hogan. Don't try to act like you don't know who we beat neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. The tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. Washington now brings this out. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Easy, route, 30 left.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. You talk about this Titan defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know we can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
23.
Lawrence will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
13, Luke. Hey.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. And this is not going to get there. Not close. Look like complications with the snap. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Titans had 5 and 6 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go now.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
From the gun, Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now Lawrence finds Tutin out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey,
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tutin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff line for the middle. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Here's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Singleton. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Okay,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Shot. Let's go.
Here's Ward. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Ward. That's dumped off to Poe.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready up! Let's go! Cavity line!
They'll run with Pollard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead.
So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30.
Five. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, some hot.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Right, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Hold the set.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Broncos. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Throwing is Ward. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw is Ward.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
In motion right here, Hunter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
DK to return.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Ward.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
79 Bronco, 60 Vikes, Warriors, 70. Pioneer, Buffalo 18.
Going for it. Here's Ward.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
At the 41-yard line.
On play action, Ward. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Ward. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Now, find him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're looking for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. Yes, I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. 7-5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
To throw, here's Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 50. Trap 60. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down, Jaguars.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko. Easy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. In motion left is Thomas. Lawrence will throw. He gets it to Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. And he's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
At the 33-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Get it. Bronco 80. Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to DK. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Red on the red. 11. Darn it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
70 Ranger. Let's go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. This is down the field for Bellinger. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
60 back, 70, 65 catch, 65 catch.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.